The Girl Scouts expanding their iconic patch collection with a swatch to represent LGBTQ Pride Month. To earn the honor, Scouts must take part in Pride-related activities. The initiative coming on the heels of Pride backlash that we have seen against major retailers like Target and Kohl's for the LGBTQ lifestyle and clothing collections, not to mention Bud Light and the campaign there featuring a transgender activist. With us now, Patti Garibay is a former Girl Scouts USA executive, founder and executive director of American Heritage Girls. Patti, welcome, and thanks so much for coming on. Could you talk to us about this patch and what it would take to earn it?
Right. Well, this patch is for girls that are age 5, daisies, all the way up to the ambassadors, which are high school girls. So this agenda is for all girls in Girl Scouts. It is not an obligatory patch, but it's one that the girls can choose. And oftentimes when I was a Girl Scout leader, the girls would choose the patches by their design. And so this colorful rainbow design is very alluring to girls. And so they can learn more about the gay activists, learn about Harvey Milk, learn about Stonewall, learn to march in a pride parade, learn about the local school group that you may have for LGBTQIA kids. And all of this is part of the Girl Scout program now. And it's not just a patch program. It has filtered into their camps now with something that they have called a camp culture code, which insists on every girl being able to be called by their pronouns. And if you as a volunteer do not want to do that, or because it's against your faith or religious beliefs, then you really should not volunteer at Girl Scout camp, nor should you send your daughter.
It seems as though the organization is sort of taking a stand when it comes to LGBTQ related issues and what they might want to encourage young girls, participants to look into or to learn about. Has there been any chapters or troops that have taken issue with this approach?
Oh, yes. Matter of fact, our entire organization of American Heritage Girls is created from people wanting scouting, but not wanting it that way. They wanted it in the true tradition that the founders of Girl Scouts USA, Juliet Gordon Low, intended. So here's what's happening. All the way back in 1993, I discovered a sexuality and youth camp in my own Girl Scout council that was very concerning. It was very pro-LGBTQ. So this is not new because this is the fad of the day. This has been part of their agenda for over 30 years and even longer. And so American Heritage Girls was started as a direct result of both the Girl Scouts removing God from their Girl Scout promise and thus removing his tenets and what we are to live by. And so that's why American Heritage Girls is here. So if you love scouting, you love the idea of it, you were a Girl Scout, and you are worried about what's happened today, you may want to consider visiting AmericanHeritageGirls.org.
It's been many years since I was a Brownie Scout. And of course, I recall, the fun times you would have working with other girls at your school who were participating after school activities. You'd learn sewing and arts and crafts. Of course, you'd go door to door selling cookies. That was a major event. You'd also have some camping events. So it was a nice time for girls, totally apolitical at the time, or at least in my experience with the chapter. But we have seen Girl Scouts, they came into the spotlight recently during the confirmation of Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. They essentially sent out a congratulatory tweet marking the historic process that she underwent to become a female sitting on the high court. But then there was so much backlash, Patti, to this tweet that they had to retract it, saying the Girl Scouts are not red, they're not blue, but they're green. So talk to me about sort of the contrast in that approach compared to what we've seen with this new patch idea.
But what's so ironic about all of that is a woman is a woman, all right, number one. They celebrate various women in their Girl Scout handbooks that are all from one political leaning party rather than the other. And so wait a minute, if you're saying that you're green and you're not red or blue, I totally disagree on this. And I've seen it over the many, many years. Time and time again, when push comes to shove, the Girl Scouts USA are always on the progressive side. They're very political, and they even have a lobbying group on the national level. So don't be fooled by that. They have a definite agenda, and it involves your daughters.
Patti, for American Heritage Girls, are there chapters across the country that people could sign up for, young girls?
Yes, ages 5 to 18. We serve girls from ages 5 to 18, have done that for over 28 years. We're in every state, every major city, even 16 international countries. So when you check out the website, you can see where the troops are in your local area or how to start a troop. There are many girls on waiting lists, as you can imagine. During times of chaos like this, our culture is a mess. Girls are being attacked. Mental health is at an all-time high. Parents are looking for organizations that can really help their daughters in a transformative way.
Sure, to have a supportive girl group and keeping politics out of it. Patti Garibay, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.